Hi, my name is Sarah Choi, and today I'll be presenting about women in military. Women have been part of military armed forces since the Revolutionary War. However, they were considered volunteers and usually placed in support positions such as nurses, aides, and cooks due to gender stereotypes and gender roles. Today, the United States of America has been striving to change the nature of these gendered stereotypes and roles by having gender-neutral workplaces that is equal for everyone. One example of these workplaces is the armed forces. The armed forces is more open to women today than before. By having this, the roles of women in military armed forces are growing and expanding. To fully understand the expansion of women's role in military, I will be discussing the experiences and roles throughout World War I and World War II, and their increasing roles during those times, and their current standing or condition in modern military armed forces. According to Mankow's in 2015 study, it was mentioned that society historically viewed joining military as a way to adulthood or the rite of passage for young men. Due to this, women were not able to join military armed forces because military were considered to be for men only. However, by World War II, more positions were being created in terms of rising military technology needs, causing approximately 350,000 women to join military forces to free up men, according to Duster in 2016 study. As new technology were being created in order to fight war around the world, more hands were needed, and thus creating more positions that women can take. Because of this demand, according to Ham's study in 2014, the Women's Army Corps or WAC was established in order to use women as a matter of military expediency. Their position in military was limited and subjected to their gender rather than their capabilities, giving them no chance in increasing their rank or position or having any role or major roles during the war. According to Duster in 2016, after World War II, women gained more recognition and the nature of military armed forces changed after General Eisenhower and other military leaders made women as a regular member of military armed forces. This change gave women a chance to be integrated in the military and gain more confidence and rights to serve the country. One example is the Women Air Force Service pilots. These brave women were the first women in history to fly military aircraft, providing that women can be pilots and not just men. As time goes by, the position for women continually increased. However, in 1967, the 2% limit was established to incorporate only 2% of military members as women, and this limit caused limited opportunities and stopped women from joining the military freely. Now, according to Duster's study in 2016, the limit also caused a prohibited combat position for women and involuntarily discharged due to parenthood. Despite the socio-cultural changes that is happening, the 2% limit was active until 1991, and the removal of it was enacted during that time. The removal of this limit helped increase the number of women members serving the country, an open position, but still no combat position for women. The limit was fully removed, the U.S. military had an increase up to 15% of female soldiers, causing a more diverse and gender-neutral occupation available for them, according to Lindstrom in 2016 study. Despite all these changes and the increase, there are still many positions that are not open to women, such as combat, due to the stereotype that women are not physically able as men. Due to the society's stereotypical belief that women are physically weaker than men, women are not permitted to serve in combatant positions in the military. As Wood stated in his 2017 study, many militaries do not allow women in direct frontline combat because they stated that their combat effectiveness can be compromised in terms of physiological and psychological grounds. The study shows that stereotype and gender roles are still currently present until today, and it was just recently in 2016 that women were able to join combatant positions. The role of women in military is growing, and they are gaining more recognition in military armed forces. Many people today defy the social norms, such as women being feminine and not fit to fight. People are becoming more accepting of what women can do and continue to strive for equality. An example of it is that more women are becoming high-ranking officers and leaders. For example, according to Matthews in 2009 study, 15% of each entering class at the United States Military Academy are women, and that are integrated into to the highest ranking cadet of first captain. This shows that women are capable of doing what men can do, and the continual growth of high-ranking officers even in military school help them achieve a career in military leaders rather than being support similar during to World War I and World War II. People are becoming more accepting of women's accomplishment, but despite this increase of women leadership, there is still evidence that shows social attitude that affects women's opportunity and performance in military. And this example is the recently opened combatant position for women. Historically, women are viewed weak, fragile, and stereotypical gender identities of what makes a woman. The society set these standards of what a woman is and what a woman cannot do and can do, but many women are defying this social norm and proving that they can do whatever men can do, or whatever anybody can do. As society continues to grow, women are becoming known force in military. Women have been part of the United States Armed Forces, and their roles has changed since the Revolutionary War, from being a nurse to being a high-ranking officer in the military. Throughout history, women have served various supporting roles as nurses, cooks, and aides. However, the historical wars such as world wars help contribute to the increasing positions available for women in the military armed forces. Despite their roles that left a mark in the military history, it was just recently that the military opened combatant position for women. This is due to the stereotypical gender roles and gender stereotypes that women are subjected to, such as being physically weaker than men. However, we are one step closer, as the growing field of different roles in military for women is still improving, and as more and more of them are showing that in order to serve the country, gender should not be a wall that stops anyone from doing so.